What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at the Friday the 13th 8-movie disc collection. Just got this today from Walmart. I don't have any Friday 13th movies on disc. I saw this collection, it was real cheap, and I was like, you know what? Why not get it? So this has got Friday 13th Uncut, Friday 13th Part 2, Friday 13th Part 3, 3D, Friday 13th, The Final Chapter, Friday 13th Part 5, A New Beginning, Friday 13th Part 6, Jason Lives, Friday 13th Part 7, The New Blood, and Friday 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Not a huge fan of the Friday 13th franchise. I love Jason, but there's not too many movies in this franchise that I particularly adore. But I'll go over them one by one. So right here we got Friday 13th Uncut, which is Friday 13th Part 1. You got Friday 13th Part 2, which is one of my favorites if you've seen the ranking. You got Friday 13th Part 3, 3D, which is my ultimate favorite. Friday 13th Part 4, not a huge fan of that one. Friday 13th Part 5, absolutely can't stand this movie. Friday 13th Part 6, another one that I'm not too big on. Friday 13th Part 7, which I actually do enjoy quite a bit. And Friday 13th Part 8, which may be the worst movie of all time. It's so bad on so many levels. But yeah, I think this collection set's actually pretty cool. Again, considering I do not own any of these movies. I think the only Friday 13th I've actually ever owned on disc, I think I own the original on disc at one point in my life, as well as I think Part 3, maybe Part 3, maybe Part 7. It's been so long. It's been like 10 years. As you guys know, I've been collecting stuff since I was a little boy, but a lot of the stuff back then that I had all got destroyed and ruined. So I had to kind of replace everything in my collection. If I still had some of the stuff I had back when I was a kid, oh my god, I don't even think my collection would fit on this wall. I'd have to expand it to this wall behind you. Still got to redo the room. Coming soon, hopefully. I'll be able to, actually properly redo this room and have it as my collection room. But yeah, I'm just getting sidetracked. But yeah, I just thought it would be cool to pick this up and take a look at it. Definitely we'll watch these movies eventually. I've pretty much seen all of them. I mean, I've never sat down and watched Part 8. I've seen the kill count of it got a million times by Dead Meat. So you pretty much know the movie. I've seen Part 2 and 3 a ton. Haven't seen too much of the first one. I maybe watched it once. Friday 13th Part 4 I've seen a few times. Part 5 I've only seen once. 6 I've only seen once. 7 I've seen a million times. These do have special features. So for the first one, you got the commentary by director Sean S. Cunningham with the cast and crew. You get the Friday 13th reunion. You got fresh cuts, new tales from Friday 13th. You got the man behind the legacy, Sean S. Cunningham, and Lost Tales from Camp Blood Part 1. For Friday 13th Part 2, you get Inside Crystal Lake Memories. You get Friday's Legacy Horror Conventions. You get Lost Tales from Camp Blood Part 2, and you get Jason Forever. Part 3, you get the present. I think that's a typo. They didn't spell that right. It's supposed to be presented, but they added 2 N's. Okay, so presented in both 2D and 3D on the disc. And then it says the 3D glass is not included. So that's all you get for Part 3. Part 4, you get commentary by director Joe Zito, screenwriter Barney Cohen, and editor Joel Goodman. Is that what that says? It's hard to read. It's so small. Yeah, Joel Goodman. You get fan commentary by Adam Green and Joe Lynch. Lost Tales from Camp Blood Part 4. Slashed scenes. Jason's Unlucky Day, 25 years after Friday the 13th, Final Chapter. You get the Lost Ending. You get the Crystal Lake Massacres Revisited Part 1. And you get Jimmy's Dead Dance Moves. Oh, God. For special features for Part 5, you get commentary by director / Screenwriter Danny Steinman and cast and crew. You get Lost Tales from Camp Blood Part 5, The Crystal Lake Massacre Revisited Part 2, New Beginnings, The Making of Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. For Part 6, you get commentary by director Tom McLaughlin and cast and crew. You get Lost Tales from Camp Blood Part 6. You get The Crystal Lake Massacres Revisited Part 3. You get Jason Lives, The Making of Friday the 13th Part 6. You get Meeting Mr. Voorhees and Slashed Scenes. For Part 7, you get killer commentary by director John Carl Buechler and actors Lara Park Lincoln and Kane Hodder. You get Jason's Destroyer, The Making of Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. Mind Over Matter, The Truth About Telekinesis. You get Makeover by Maddie, Need a Little Touch-Up Work, My Ass. And you get Slashed Scenes. And then for Part 8, you get killer commentary by actors Scott Reeves, Jensen Daggett, and Kane Hodder. New York as a New Problem, The Making of Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Slashed Scenes, and a gag reel. All right there. Sorry, it's such a glare. You get a little read-up right there of all of those. So yeah, again, not a huge fan of this franchise in general. I think it's a fun franchise, but it's very stuck in the 80s. For example, I mean, all these films on the back came out in the 80s. Every single one of them, all 8 of them. It wasn't until Part 9 that we got 93. Jason X, I think, was, what, 2003? 2003, I think. Or no, it was 2000, and then Freddy vs. Jason was 2003. And then you get the remake in 2009. Little disappointed that I wish this would have... I know this is the Paramount era. I know this has nothing to do with New Line. Would have been nice, though, to have, you know, Freddy vs. Jason in here. I hate Part 9, hate Part 10, and I cannot stand the remake. But I do like Freddy vs. Jason to an extent. But I would say the ones I'm most excited to see out of this is Part 6. I haven't seen Part 6 in so long. And so it'll be fun to go and revisit it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.